I am Pema Gyamtsho, and I was the former Minister for Agriculture and Forest and Environment in Bhutan from 2008 to 2013. I am now the leader of the opposition in the Bhutanese parliament, but I very much work with the government when it comes to issues like organic agriculture, when it comes to global warming, climate change issues and so on. I support the government. We have always been concerned with the way we treat our environment, with the way we manage our land. So sustainability has always been there even before 2008 because sustainability and environmental protection, nature conservation are inbuilt in our belief, in our faith, and Buddhism teaches us to live in harmony with nature. Only thing we did after 2008 when I was minister was take it forward, give it more momentum, give it more attention in terms of policies, in terms of implementing, putting these policies into practical actions. Well, I think the realization has come in now that we cannot simply produce food for the sake of producing. Now the people have become much more discerning, much more selective in what they eat. They are more health conscious. I don't agree that the developing countries should use the excuse of repeating the same mistakes that the developed countries, the industrialized nations have made. And that should not be the excuse for them now to dump as many chemicals as was done by the Western countries before in order to catch up with their economic. People have to change the way they think about agriculture. It's not just about growing food, with whatever you can, whatever resources. It's about being very selective in growing the kind of food that you want to eat. Basically, you want to eat healthy food, safe food. You don't want to eat food that is contaminated, that is grown in conditions where there were extensive use of chemicals. I don't think Bhutan has anything more to offer to other countries than the other countries has to offer us. But what we can share, not teach, is that in Bhutan at least we try to make sure that development doesn't come at the cost of our environment, at the cost of our culture, at the cost of peace, stability and harmony among our people. So we have a framework called the Gross National Happiness Framework, under which we look at every policy, every project through a screening tool, that is GNH screening tool, and look at how a particular policy, a particular project, addresses sustainable and equitable socio-economic development. I think this letter, if you rewrite, it has to be returned to all the leaders, irrespective of whether they are in the developed countries or in the developing countries. So I think you should also send to all opinion leaders, not just political leaders, movers and shakers, movements across the globe who would have an influence on, on the outcome of the response to the letter.